do this but easier as a retribution person and just switch to protection for the main quest. I'm figuring may as well do it as protection to get used to it.
The enemy approaches.
Okay, he tries to come through, we shut the portal. Oh, kill him again.
Watch out! More incoming!
Doom Herald open the nether rift. Stop that. Well, we've never seen Doom Heralds elsewhere. Well, we've probably seen that model and, you know, similar enemies, but never seen them enemies opening rifts like that. So, that's cool. Remember that hunter from the protection quest?
Almost there.
Or, no, that was the Holy quest. Remember the hunter guy from the Holy quest? Where the hell is he? Like, he doesn't appear in Legion, but he says he was gonna hunt us. And yet he hasn't turned up since. Oh yeah, I could taunt. Also, I now have a lot more health than I'm used to. I now have like 7,000. Well, I've over 7,000. Oh, Christ. 7,000.
The portal is complete. I am with you.
Is this all your work?
Oh, you're smaller. Hey. No, actually a good way of getting used to the, you know, spec is trying those proving ground stuff. You know, proving ground could be good.
Sacrificed everything.
Actually, I'm just curious to ever recognize any corpses, because you know there's like two named guys that fought here on the steps, but no, it doesn't seem like they perished here. Wonder why the Alliance and Hordes have just. I guess if the Legion's not invading through the Dark Portal anymore, there's no real point in keeping their people here, or is there? Just seems weird to leave all the corpses, you know? Maybe that's a recent occurrence, you know? Or maybe... Remember when the... I'm trying to work out how does this, you know, how did this work out, you know? It's one thing seeing, oh, cool, you know, dead battlefield, but like, you know, a battlefield just filled with demon corpses and those of the valiant, the defiant few. But how does this play out? Like, was this fight going on all the way up to Legion? Like, is this, and, well, say, like, this fight was going all the way up to... Actually, like, was this fight going all the way up to Wad until the Dark Portal altered and the Iron Horde went through? Did, you know, Azeroth get cut off then? Would make sense, because Khadgar was able to open a portal to Azeroth even after they destroyed the Dark Portal on Draenor's side. They had portals here. It should have been fine. Maybe the force of that closing, you know, turned the portals off. I'm sure they kept getting back on. Just turn it on and off again. Off and on again. You know, like, are these all destroyed because of Cruel's minions coming through and wrecking havoc? Also, like, that's so shiny. You know, like, yeah, like, just... Or, you know, did this fight end ages back? You know, back before, you know, Wrath of the Lich King. And they just never cleaned up the bodies. Because Wrath of the Glitch King was quite a while ago, and they've just apparently never cleaned up the bodies since. Leave the queue. I'm just not gonna get in. Like what's meant to be the timeline here? What's meant to be the time frame? I'm really curious. This is one thing just to see, well, bodies here, but it's just like, okay, why are the bodies here? Did they get killed off by Cruel's minions? Fair enough. I didn't realize, the attack on Outland was still, what was going on here was still ongoing. I didn't realize that. Or, maybe it wasn't. They didn't get killed off by Cruel's minions. They died, all these died a good while back, but their bodies have just never been collected. Why haven't they been collected then? It's just like, damn it, I just feel like I need an answer for that, but I'm knowing I'll never get it. We must strike before Cruel reaches his full strength, but we're going to need help. We won't be able to defeat Cruel alone. Once the portal has stabilized, I'll send word so we can bring the High Lord to justice. In the meantime, you should inform the Kirin of Vazoon's death and Cruel's return.
I will ensure no more of Cruel's minions make it through. Suffer well.
We'll heart back. Oh, there's the guy that helped me out before. Cool. Okay, down and in we go. And I think the reason why he's so little health is... Well, actually no, they have transmog, don't they? I was thinking maybe he's using level gear for a particular look. Maybe it's an RP thing. But they have transmog, don't they? So,
You need something?
The Hill Champion. Any luck out there?
Cruel returns? We must prepare an assault on the demon's lair. Carlane, please ensure the Illidari are given all the supplies we can spare. Thank you, hero. You have bought valuable time to deal with this threat.
Oh, Carlane, it's this guy. A gift from the Six. Palnai. Without you, some of the Legion's strongest agents would still be roaming Azeroth, trying to undermine all that we've accomplished in this war. Such a deed merits more than mere recognition. If you would accept it, we would like to formally reward your heroism in the face of such darkness with a portion of our power.
Step back and raise your weapon. We will infuse it with a portion of this council's power.
Acquired a gift. This is flexing.
Our power manifests. Kirin Valtarel. Amshala. Azakim.
Together, we must all lend our strength.
Greetings.
We hope the increased power to your weapon.
The Legion sought to use its agents to subvert our efforts at the Tomb of Sargeras. Thanks to your efforts, they failed. Now, we focus on driving their armies from Azeroth. We will give everything we have and finish this, once and for all.
High Lord, once again you have fought to safeguard Azeroth's future. On behalf of the entire Council, thank you.
I think I'm basically doing the protection side of, you remember what I did with Retribution? But it feels really disjointed because I did like the preceding quest so long ago. We hope to increase power to your weapon. It will prove useful in the Broken Shore and beyond.
Go with honor.
Oh, when she said I'll send word when they're ready, is the Mage Tower side. Okay, that's a lot shorter than I was anticipating. Like seriously, the other side was so much quicker. Well, it was longer. We've uncovered forged orders from the shore. They have a foul influence about them. They guide the reader to believe they are legitimate. It orders Blackrock Hole to attack a demonic enclave just out of their walls. There's only one enclave they could be talking about. Bradensbrook. Is it possible these would be able to convince the undead to attack Bradensbrook? Should head there immediately and either warn them or render them aid. But yeah, I might do the proving ground stuff to try and get used to my class the specs. Ooh, this one needs setting up. Christ. Okay, let's just move a little. Okay, let's see. Absolution. Returns all dead party members to life. Okay, I'm cast in combat. Aura Mastery. Empowers your chosen aura. Increases radius to 40 yards. Sure. Avenging Rat. Beacon of Light. Place Beacon of Light on friendly target. Not sure if that'll be useful, but I'll put it there. Blessing of Freedom. Protection. Sacrifice. Cleanse. Consecration. Crusader Strike. Reduce all damage you take by 20% for 12 seconds. Divine Shield. Hammer of Justice. Holy White. Holy Whites used to look different. We used to have a different icon, but should be fine. Should work. Christ, I have more health than I do. I have more health as a healer than I do as a DPS. Holy Shock. It does damage or heals. The Holy Shock has double the normal critical strike chance. Judgment increases damage my Crusader Strike and Holy Shock do by 30%. Light of Dawn. It's Light of Martyr. Sacrifice a portion of my health to instantly heal an ally. Take damage equal to 42% of the healing done. Does not cause your Beacon of Light to be healed. It cannot be cast on yourself. Here's Deliverance. Release the life within Silver Hand, dealing for 10 seconds. Healing an injured ally within 25 yards for so much. Allies healed receive 25% increased healing from your Holy Light and Flashlight spells for 10 seconds. Our Crusader, increase mount speed. Lightbringer, proximity to your target causes your spells to heal for up to 34% more. Righteousness, your maximum health increased by 15%. Your Holy Shock criticals reduce the cast time of your next Holy Light by 15 seconds, increasing the healing of your next Flashlight by 50%. Bestow Fate. Infuse a friendly target with Fate for 5 seconds, healing them for so much at the end. Light's Hammer. Blast an area, blast a 10-yard radius every 2 seconds for 14. Each blast deals 103,509 holy damage to enemies. Deals up to 6 allies for 30,135. Crusader's Might reduces cooldown of Holy Shock and Light of Dawn by 1.5 seconds. And the Light of Dawn is this. Sure. Cavalier, Unbreakable Spirit, or Rule of Law. I'll go this for the increased thing. I'll go with that. Devotion or Allies within 10 yards take 20% reduced damage split over the number of allies in the aura. While the aura is active, while aura mastery is active, all affected allies gain the full damage reduction. Haha, motherfuckers! I'll take the damage reduction for myself. Well, above that, all 10%, above 75% of health, 10% of all damage taken by allies within 10 yards redirected to you. While Aura Mastery is active, 15% of all effective healing you deal is replicated to all allies in the aura. Or Mercy heals out. It's the healing one. Divine Purpose. Light of Dawn and Holy Shock have 15% chance not to start cooldown, make their next cast free. Holy Avenger. It increases your haste by it's a pop thing instead of passive. Increases your haste by 30% and your Holy Shock healing by 30% for 20 seconds. Holy Prism. It's beam light that turns a target into Holy Prism. An enemy target takes 300 and 2,042 holy damage and radiates 120,541 healing to nearby allies within 10 yards. What friendly target will be healed for 241,081 and heals. And does 226,528 holy damage to 5 nearby enemies. I'll take this. Fervent Martyr. Holy Light and Flash Light reduce mana cost and damage taken from next Light of the Martyr by 25% stacking. Sanctified Rat. Avenging Rat lasts 25% longer and also reduces the Holy Shock's cooldown by 50% for 10. Beacon of Fate. Mark a second target as Beacon, mimicking the effects. Your heals now heal both of your beacons, but 20% reduced effectiveness. Beacon of Lightbringer. Mastery Lightbringer now increases your healing based on your target's proximity, either you or Beacon of Light, whichever is closer. Healing and range of Beacon of Light of Dawn are increased by 30%. Beacon of Virtue. By Beacon of Light to your target and 3 injured allies within 30 yards for 8 seconds. Your heals will heal all of them for 40% of the damage healed. Your Flashlight and Holy Light on targets also referred 30% of mana cost. Sure, we'll go with that. And Repentance. Stuff is expiring. There we go. Also, last but not least, let's have a look here. There's something here that would... Ooh, I can improve these. No. Okay, the untouched holy candle. The candle is fortified. That's fortified. I think I wanted to keep that or something, but yeah, I'm upgrading. Okay, bit burlier. New. No. No. Okay, I don't see what they're saying will make me better unless they're referring to these guys. So, no. Honor. Yeah, no, I will stick with what I have. I'll also want to, before I actually do the fights, I'll probably want to, maybe get a few levels on my weapons, you know, get more of these things. While they weren't out at the time of the Mage Shark quests, they will help me, they will make my life easier. They will make, you know, yeah, they'll make my life easier, getting the jobs, getting the fights done. Okay. Tyr's Deliverance. Releases the life within the silver hand for 10 seconds, healing an injured ally within 25 yards for so much, and he would also get that. This increases the critical strike chance by 3%. After Judgment strikes an enemy, all damage you take for the next 4 seconds is reduced by 12%. Vindicator. Activating Avenging Wrath increases critical healing by 25% for 10 seconds. Shock Treatment increases critical strike damage and critical healing of Holy Shock by 40%. Second Sunrise, Light of Dawn has a 20% chance to cast a second time for no additional mana cost. Temple of Light increases the duration of Aura Mastery by 2 seconds. Focused Healing. Your lay on hands goes down 40% faster. Protection of Tyr. Aura Mastery also increases all healing received by party or raid members within 40 yards by 50%. That's not 15%. That's nice. Increases healing done by Holy Light and Flashlight by 13%. Power of the Silver Hand. Holy Light and Flashlight have a chance to unlock the Power of the Silver Hand, increasing the healing of your next Holy Shock by 10% of all damage and effective healing you do within 10 seconds. So Holy Light and Flashlight can buff Holy Shock by 10% of all damage and effective healing. Okay, so Holy Light and Flashlight will unlock the Power of the Silver Hand, have a chance to unlock Power of the Silver Hand, increasing the healing of your next Holy Shock by 10% of all damage and effective healing you do within 10 seconds. Interesting. So if I do, 100,000 damage and healing, that's 200,000. My Holy Shock will do 20,000 extra healing, or 20,000 extra healing. This increases the healing of Life Dawn by 13%. This reduces the cooldown Blessing of Freedom, Protection and Sacrifice by 20. This increases duration of Divine Protection by 4 seconds. The light saves when the health of your beacon of virtue. When the health of your beacon of virtue target falls below 50%, your next Holy Light or Flashlight on your beacon of virtue target will heal for an additional 100%. Can only occur once every 30 seconds. So, beacon of virtue target falls below 50%. Holy Light and Flashlight will do 100% more. Okay. Share the Burden reduces damage you take from Blessing of Sacrifice by 50%. Increases holy damage done by Might of the Martyr by 20%. Silver Touch. Your just cause and actions bond you with the hammer of the mighty Watcher Tyr, and through it your righteous spells grow increasingly powerful, increasing healing done by 5%. Okay, to be honest, all this is a lot to take in, and since I'm looking at the the 20, let's say, thingamajiggies, they're at the same time. I'm not just looking at the one weapons thing and then, getting used to that, running around playing with that for a bit, and then looking at the other thing. I looked at one thing, played with it a little, and then running at this other thing. I have a feeling I may have some issue with that, and need to, like I was saying, give that proving ground stuff a try, and try and get used to that stuff there. Increases healing done, damage done, and stamina all by 10%. This increases range of Tyr's Deliverance by 10%, healing by 25%, and healing bonus by 25%. Damage taken by Light of the Martyr is reduced by 15%. All allies inside your Light of Dawn receive 10% increased healing from your spells for 6 seconds, and this increases my int by 4,300 when it procs. Okay, I just need to get more water. Sorry, I just need to have a bit of water. My throat's getting quite sore. That guy again. We'll ignore him. Oh yeah, so you're thinking so. I'll do that at some stage. Marble up, the massive. I'm going to ignore all this. I'm just going to go to Valsharar, go to Bradensbrook, and
Lord Tasharel has stolen tomes from my library. His delusions of grandeur will bring ruin to us all. Bring those tomes back to me at once.
no interest. But yeah, I'll head over here to Bradensbrook. I'll, you know, get up to the point where I've unlocked the Mage Tower quest. And I'll... yeah, I'll get up to the point where I've unlocked the Mage Tower quest. And I'll leave it there. I'll go get some sleep. Tomorrow I'll be coming back to give the protection and Mage Tower thing a crack. And to take a crack at them, and sorry, protection and holy mage tower quests. I'll be coming back tomorrow to take a crack at them.
Overrun the ruins of Caldelar. If they're allowed to gain a foothold, they could threaten the entire coastline.
So yeah, tomorrow I'll come back to give the protection holy things a try, but I'll
forest to which they dare to lay claim. Take the fight to them and drive out their infestation.
okay, give me a second to talk. Yeah, tomorrow I'll give it a try to the protection holy quests in the Mage Tower. Of course, me saying tomorrow could mean, you know, will mean in an hour's time for you. So not tomorrow. Because this will all be put up during the Legion, you know, end of Legion Rush, the Legion send-off tour. Well, we're going to get to see more Brandenburg. Strange phasing, though.
These are rough times.
A bit late for the warning, eh? Still, I appreciate that we haven't been forgotten. When we settled here, that hole was just a quite creepy place that we avoided. Then the elves came back from the dead. With your help, we thought it was mostly handled, but now it feels like an army is attacking us. We'd use more healing at our defensive lines. More undead arrive, and we have less and less protectors each wave. Any aid to our wounded will be welcomed. Give aid to the wounded on the east, west, and south defense lines of Bradensbrook. Wait, do I have to? Do I even have a beacon? Beacon of Virtue. Oh, that's it. That's it. Okay. Okay, one down. Honestly, this... No, this is probably about as, how, you know, about par for how Holy Light always was. It's been quite a while since I had Holy Light, since... I know, sometime in Kata or something. So... Maybe, I think, yeah, it was probably, like, around Kata when I was, I last had Holy Light. You know, at some stage it was made a, you know, Holy Paladin only thing. But before that, I think all Paladins had the Holy Light and Flashlight. Eventually they introduced this huge heavy heal that took ages to cast and a fair bit of mana, but healed a lot. I ended up losing... I was never a fan of that because it just cost so much and it took so long. I always preferred Holy Light. It was a good balance. The big heavy heal would use this icon. Eventually we lost Holy Light. Ooh, well, that's the delightful little image. They even put in the stink lines. But yeah, what's it called? Watchman. Yeah, there's a lot of watching here. There's a lot to watch here. But yeah, eventually I think we lost Holy Light and the heavy heal. We kept Flashlight though, and I really wish we'd kept Holy Light. It was I can't remember what I was saying there. I lost my train of thought because I'm fucking tired. But I remember Holy Light. It was a nice balance of cost, healing, and cast speed. So yeah, basically, the point being was, it's been quite a long while since I had Holy Light. It was ages. I like it though. I'm glad to have a bit of fun with it here. But yeah, just me trying to say, you know, this feels wrong. You know, I swear, you know, this cast faster or whatever is a completely worthless thing for me to say, because it's been years since I had it. There was no way I'll be able to in any way judge how useful, well, how accurate it, you know, this is. So yeah, it just, let me actually try and rephrase this. Yeah, it's been too long since I've had Holy Light. There's no way for me to accurately remember what it's like. I swear it feels different, but it, you know, I could just be misremembering. It has been many an expansion since I last had it. That's what I was ultimately trying to say. Everyone used to have it back in the day, but then everyone used to have shit. Hold on. Nice. Yeah, everyone used to have it back in the day, but then shit. But then they got rid of it for some reason and made it a holy only thing, and it's just a bit disappointing because, god damn, is it a good because god damn is a good heal, good balance of costs, cast speed, and healing. Good balance. Oh, good. The phasing's better. So, is the kid still here, or is she forgotten about? Well, the three guys that used to talk, they aren't there anymore. There's a lady there whose name I didn't recognize. Emmeline. Okay. Kid better not be in the burning house again. Or underneath it, I should say. So anyway, yeah, I hope what I said there made sense. Basically, I tried to comment, say, oh, this feels different, but there's no way I could remember. I'm going off very vague memories. It's pretty fucking inaccurate. That's all I'm basically getting at. So yeah, I just feel really awkward there that I'm being completely incoherent. I've just made a fool of myself. That's why I'm repeating myself a bit. You've saved many lives this day, Paladin. Ravensbrück thanks you. Well, our lives are doing a lot better thanks to you. Good thing too, because we need the rest. That being said, we noticed a large group of bigger, meaner risen coming from their farmstead. They've given us a hard time, but that Shadowsong fellow has returned and killed them all. He's holding off reinforcements coming from the hold. I'm guessing he could use a hand. We can hold out here until you and Shadowsong sort this out. Don't forget Arator. He's a valued contributor.
Disa, Nethos, Taelthos, form ranks! I want that infestation expunged.
Erdris? You have been corrupted as well? It saddens me that your eternal slumber has been disturbed. Hail, soldier.
I had hoped this town had found peace after what we've all been through. Somehow Restless Dead have been stirred into a fury. We need to stop it. Edris Torn was a key commander of Ravencrest forces. To hear him confusing us for the Legion fills me with great sadness. It will be a difficult foe to defeat. We must stop his squad leaders from forming up for the focused assault in Ravensbrück. Defeating them should delay his forces long enough for us to find and deal with them. Let us begin our grim task.
Convenient of Erdris to reveal just who we should take care of. They should be near the farmstead. Let's go. My blade is ready.
Quieting the spirits. An overwhelming attack on Ravensbrück is imminent. Together I believe we can blunt the spirit before it is cast. What we're doing with the commanders, we should put down as many unquiet spirits as we can. With the leaders down and the numbers called, they should give us time to find Edris Torn.
Serve well, friend.
I'm out of range.
Could you... Thank you. course. I'm Holy Paladin here. I'm the one tanking. Yay, strength. I can't even benefit from strength. Yeah, I can't benefit from strength in the slightest. Shadow Song is assisting you. There's just so many abilities here. I need time to get used to these. Actually, so why was I even healing there? It's just like 4 separate. Oh, this is shiny. Better use it. And a Might of the Silver Hand. The item powers increasing damage against the undead. Nice.
Honor and courage. Safe travels.
Netos. Netos Starwalker. Starwalker, eh? Alright. Oh wait. I do have Consecration. Six. Okay. I'm kind of getting used to this. Though I'm dreading the Mage Tower quest. Dreading it. Just because I'm really like it's one thing as Retribution, because I'm used to being a Retribution power. Fell magic, fell corrupted by fell magic. I'm used to I'm used to Retribution. So here I have to get used to it and do a difficult thing. With the Retribution thing, I just had to do the difficult thing.
The light smites our foes.
I'm tired. Drop it. Flashlight. Damn risen archers.
We protect those we love.
We realize these spirits are misguided, but we have to care about the living more than the dead at this point to actually ease off for a while.
Serve well, friend.
Well, he said that. Just sounded off to me.
The light smites our foes.
It's just swimming through the bloody air. Damn it, big guys left on top of the roof. Frenzied Assault. Just a fixation thing. Yeah, I know how that is. These ladies have small aggro radius. That should disorganize the assault for some time. But let's get to the bottom of this. I sense a foul taint about those leaders. Did you? There's something wrong about these three. They had a foul taint about them that was unsettling. I believe they were somehow woken later than the other risen. Curse the Legion and their meddling. The reinforcements are streaming out of Blackrock Hold from Hero's Rest. We must make our way there and see if we can stop the source of these new troops.
Ishnu Allah.
Call out to your troops, my lord. I will raise them, make them strong. To me, my troops! I require your strength!
Only you can end this torment, brother.
Arise.
Fight it!
Fight the Legion!
These Rooksguard are newly risen, and may not have fallen fully into corruption. Perhaps they can yet be saved.
Only you can end this torment, brother. Fight it.
Return to the rest you earned long ago, brother.
I'll not be a tool to Legion. I'm free. Thank you.